when I need motivation. My one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong. She is always in my corner, right there when I wanna. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. And they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretend? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. When I need her. When I need her. When I need her. When she walks like a model, she grants my wishes like a genie in a bottle. Cause I'm the wizard of love, and I got the magic wand. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. And they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretend? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, no. Cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Let's go. Let's go. Dance to this. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule. Let's go. Come on. It's my own design. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule. There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we've almost made it. So sad the hands you faded. Everybody wants to rule the world. Let's go.
Ready? Hey, 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 hey,
Let's go. Let's go. All right. That's right. Let's go. Let's go. Bounce to this. Bounce to this. Come on. Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep,
Senior Shield is basically a comprehensive health program that covers medical, surgical, dental, physiotherapy, pharmacy, diagnostics labs for our senior citizens, 70 years and older, who are belongers of Anguilla. We know that we have seniors who sometimes sacrifice their health because they're concerned of if they can afford it. And we want to make sure that those seniors can afford health care here in Anguilla. And so at the public clinics and hospital, they can access these services if they're 70 years and older, starting on the 1st of May 2023. One of the things I realized when I came back and started my ear, nose, and throat surgery practice in Anguilla in 2010, I realized that there were seniors who needed that service. Anguilla has a lot of head and neck problems, sinusitis, ear problems, tonsil, throat pain, other issues. And a lot of the senior patients, when they came, they're not working. And it was hard to have to charge them, suddenly you can't run a practice, free. There are expenses, but it was difficult to charge them the consultation fees when they explained that they couldn't afford the services. And so it dawned on me that in the United States of America, where I spent many years in practice, that it wouldn't be a consideration because persons who were 65 years and older would have Medicare or Medicaid or both, and they were not concerned about whether they could afford health care. And I think that gave them an upper hand on us here in Anguilla, because if you have to be concerned whether you can afford your medication or go to the doctor versus being able to feed yourself, take care of your bills, and then I think that caused us to be at a disadvantage for our people here in Anguilla.
The Senior Shield program, it is very good. Old people really shouldn't have to pay for health care, and neither should children. So I'm looking forward to seeing it extended to the children. And at the same time, I'm wondering how sustainable this program will be. But right now, for the elderly, it's working fine. I appreciate the help the older people are getting. That's through the senior care program.
One of the things I also realized is that these persons would have contributed significantly to Anguilla's progress. They were involved in the revolution of 1967 to 69. They would have been there for us as we were growing up, our generation, and whether they were teachers or they served in other capacities. And some of them are parents and grandparents. And that was a concern to me, that we should be able as a country to provide this service to our seniors.
Senior Seal is good for like 70 years, and we two antiques. It's a very good idea. I hope it be around for a very, very long time. I went to the doctor, I had to pay nothing. My physical test is nothing. All I had to do is show my card, BRAM, and that was action.
Senior Shield is not working for me at the moment right now, but it may be good for somebody else. The hospital might not have all my medicine and what's not, but I hope by some time they would have the medicine what the French pharmacy got.
Those 70 years and older would be able to go to the doctor, go to the hospital, and go to the clinics if they need help, be able to afford their medications, do their labs, and the diagnostics such as x-rays, CT scans, and now that we have an MRI scanner, that they'll be able to access that service. Very important, because I've had persons come up to me and said that their labs are costing them $800, $1,000 to do. Now, if you think about it, that this is covered, and that's $800 to $1,000 that they don't have to spend on their health care, and they can use that for other purposes.
I am Brenda from Brenda's Tender Loving Care, nursing home for seniors and juvenile. The senior Shield program, I find it working is very beneficial. It's working. We've had a few hospitalized, and as far as I know, they haven't gotten a bill, so that is a plus for the families. I've been able to get medical supplies from the hospital, no charge to the families or to the home. So yes, it is working.
What I see is that as persons can access the healthcare system much easier, then that should improve their healthcare. They can afford the medications, and they can afford the diagnostic services. And also now, I think it helps their family members and their children or grandchildren who were actually paying for these services for them before. Now they'll be able to keep that money in their pockets. And I think what I envision is a healthier elderly population, and then that will transfer down to our younger persons, because I think that we'll be able to get access to healthcare faster and also earlier, because we know the longer we wait to access the healthcare system, there's more risk of morbidity and mortality.
Well, hello. My name is Aurelyn Reed. What is the definition of SHIELD? My definition is it's a protection. Therefore, I look at the senior seal that has been established here by this government as something that protects our people. But you know what is so curious? It protects the elderly, but it protects me also. I've been paying for medications for my mom, x-rays, all those things, and the money just keep piling up. But right now, with Senior Shield, zero. That money I can take and do something else. So Senior Shield, I am 58. I soon will be 70, and I will benefit from Senior Shield. You can too.
Senior Shield, I mean, the term itself talks about protection and prevention, and I would admonish those who are eligible, 70 years and older, or those who are 69 and getting to 70, get prepared for this. Go out and register. And registration for those 70 years and older. And if you can't get there yourself, have someone, a family member, a community worker, go out and register so that you can have access to the service, so that if you have to go to the clinic, you're already registered. It makes it easier. If you go to the hospital, whether it's emergency or it's to access the diagnostics, labs, x-rays, then you're already registered. It makes it much easier to get taken care of and get into the system. Now, I must say that we have to be grateful that this is provided, because this is being paid for by the people of Anguilla. These services, we contribute in terms of taxes and fees, and this is a program that is being paid for directly, out of taxes that are paid into the consolidated fund. So, access this service which is being provided for you by the government and people of Anguilla.
Still in Anguilla, the government of Dr. Ellis Webster has unveiled a new medical program where all children from birth up to 5 years old will be afforded completely free medical care. We have more in this report.
It is now official in Anguilla. Children up to 6 years will get free medical care of any type.
Junior Shield is to make sure that we cover those who are less than 6 years old, because as you've heard, those are the years that are most important.
The program, called Junior Shield, now stands as a partner social policy of the completely free medical care for senior citizens rolled out a few months ago.
The vision of the Anguilla Progressive Movement administration was to build a great society by investing more in people. And this includes improving the quality of and access to health care. All great societies are judged by the way they take care of the vulnerable, the elderly, and the very young.
The free medical care program for children was officially launched in the Valley this week, attended by several parents with their children in arms. The first few medical cards for those already enrolled in the program were handed out at the event. First-time parent Rihanna Stewart called the program a game changer.
I would like to thank the government of Anguilla for implementing this valuable benefit for the youth in Anguilla.
Minister of Education and Social Development Dean Kentish Rogers said the program will not only provide long-term health benefits to children, but will also provide economic and social benefits as well.
The World Health Organization estimates that every $1 spent in early childhood health care yields $7 in societal benefits, including healthcare savings and economic benefits.
Premier Webster himself, a medical doctor, said the program will have a major impact on the entire family.
And it doesn't benefit only the children under 6 or those 70 and older. It benefits the families of those, the parents of those, because as someone said, you know, what you don't have to pay in healthcare, that is money in your pocket.
At an election campaign launched a few days earlier, candidates touted the government's overall social programs, with Quincy Gums-Marie taking the opposition to task for their general criticisms. She said many of these programs were hand-ups.
We have been put in this position to do God's work and to do it in the name of His people.
For Primetime Caribbean, I am Tahira Burke.
District number 2, we want you to come as close as you can. We're going to honor God this evening before we start. Let us bow for prayer. Eternal and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for sending your Son to die on the cross that we can have life and that we can have it more abundantly. We thank you for this moment. We thank you for today. You provided for us. You've watched us. You cover us with your blood. We thank you for this evening, and we just want to ask you to shower your blessings upon Lennox this evening, and thank you for saving him and watching over him for such a time like this in our history in Anguilla. We are indeed grateful. We pray, God, for all our leaders, our ministers of government. You continue to bless them. You continue to give them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And we pray, God, that no weapon formed against them will ever succeed, Lord, because they're here to do a good work for your people, Anguilla. So we ask that your Holy Spirit be with us this evening. And we give you all the thanks. With all the speakers, we pray you give them the voice, you give them the right message, the right tone, and you just bless them. We pray for all the session. In Christ's precious humble name we pray with thanksgiving. Amen and amen. We're going to remain standing and very quietly for our national song. And this evening, 2 of Lennox students, 2 brothers, they're going to come and they're going to use their trumpets this evening and bless us as they do the national song. Aveen, Shaveen, and Nareen, 2 brothers. Let's be as quiet as possible for the national anthem.
District number 2, are you ready? Tonight is your night. Make some noise. Come on, District 2. I want you to make some noise for 2 of Lennox students. What a wonderful and beautiful job they did. Lennox has always cared for the young youths of this country, so let's make some noise for them. Thank you so much. I just want to welcome Anguilla from Island Harbor to Weston who are here this evening. This is District number 2, my constituency, and I'm happy and proud to welcome you. Tonight we're going to have a grand time. Tonight we're going to speak truth. The boat is about leaving the harbor. We don't want any flip-floppers. There's a lot of flip-floppers in Anguilla right now. And we only want people who can see what's happening, because those that have eyes to see, the good Lord say, let them see. And the Lord said also, for those of you who have ears to hear, let them hear. There are some people who cannot see, but they better thank God that they can see. And when they see the truth, they should say the truth. We are tired of lies because it doesn't help our youths in this country. And when you tell one lie, you are so accustomed to telling lies that you doesn't even know when you're speaking a lie. So tonight, District number 2, Anguilla, this little barrier in here, you got to get in here to make some noise. So we want you to make some noise and welcome our first batsman, Mr. Courtney Moulton. Make some noise, Anguilla.
Another day above ground, I see. I'm focusing on the positives, because yesterday I was down. People do me wrong, but it's love in me heart. When they try to take me for clown, I do them no wrong. Jaja have me back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I'm thankful, oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. On the head and back and on, it's not in the nature. Money in my pocket, this life I want love it. On the head and back and on, it's not in the nature. Food on the table, I good and I'm able. Take a jump up and wait. I'm thankful for life, to see another sunrise. But to one up in the air. All the stress on your mind, put them problems aside and give thanks.
Anguilla, good night. Eastern, good night. I bring you greetings from the lovely people in the Valley North District. I am so honored to share this podium tonight with one of Anguilla's finest. A man I have the honor of calling a friend. He has been a classmate, a teammate, a musician, a teacher, but above all, a true friend since September 1979.
Lennox Van de Poel is no stranger to service. In fact, his entire life thus far has been centered on service. I have not seen a first-time candidate as worthy of being elected to government as this young man. When we vote for Mr. Lennox Van de Poel into office, we bring even more honor to an island that he has already bought. He believes in the development of our young minds to their full potential. He's a role model and a mentor to many. He devotes his time to family and he devotes his time to family his community, and the church he loved. Yes, the St. Augustine Church, his church choir. His dedication to education is also unmatched. His desire for extended serious research makes him a scholar. But he is also in essence a simple man. A simple man in touch with his community and fully understand its needs. He is fully equipped to hit the ground running on day one. This man is cool under fire with a strong resolve, and he's a real leader. For example, Mr. Lennox Van de Poel has not yet been elected to office, but he has already negotiated to have the Sandy Hill Road paved this year. There have been many that came before him and did not find it fit to pave that road from Sandy Hill into the beach. But Lennox, before reaching office, has already negotiated to have that road paved. District 2, this is why you too must join in and say yes to progress. To the people of District 2, it's time for an upgrade. Experience, smart, a man of truth, a man with vision and foresight, and a man who brings a bold lot of ideas to the table. He is ready to join a government that has proven itself time and time again under a leadership where people's lives have been improved. Across this region, people are praising this government for the work which it has done to better the lives of Anguillians and belongers alike. The APM team are fixers in the valley. People have been crying out for over 50 years about the need to fix the Valley Main Road. Today, thanks to the captain, Dr. Ellis Lorenzo and his crew, we now have a new Valley Main Road. One of the reasons why our forebears fought in the revolution was for an international airport. Let me repeat that. One of the reasons why our forebears fought in the revolution was for an international airport. After 58 years of waiting and waiting, the leader of the opposition asked the question, what's the rush? Today, thanks to the captain, Dr. Lorenzo Webster, and his crew, we have a new Clayton J. Lloyd Airport under construction. D2, this is why you too must join in and say yes to progress. Healthcare. Healthcare can get very expensive at times. And if you don't have insurance or disposable cash, you're in serious trouble. I firmly believe that some of our seniors suffer in silence simply because they don't want to burden their children with the medical expenses. The farmer government, and I want you to understand this clearly, the farmer government, which we defeated in 2020, introduced a 9% interim good tax in 2018. Let me repeat. The farmer government, which we defeat in 2020, introduced a 9% IGT tax in 2018. The earnings from that tax did not assist grandma nor grandpa with the medical bills. Absolutely nothing. But today we can say thanks to the captain, Ellis Lorenzo Webster, and his crew. We now have the Senior Shield program, which provides free medical assistance for our seniors over 70 years of age. This is the time, Anguilla. There is no better time than now to say yes to progress. There's a blue wave. There's a blue wave sweeping across this island from east to west. And I know that this time around, District 2, 3, and 7 will join that wave. 1 to 7, all 11. 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 more years. I have had the opportunity to work with this team, and I have learned that every day is a new day to create opportunities to better the lives of the people of Anguilla. But this job is not for the weak at heart. This job is not for those that lack vision and foresight. This job is not for those that run away before they can make a tough decision. This job is for hard working, resolute leaders like Dr. Ellis Lorenzo Webster. This job is for hard-working women and men like Diane Kentish Rogers, Queen Sia Gomes Marie, Gleneva Hodge, Kenneth Hodge, Atlin Van der Poel, Lennox Van der Poel, Jamie Hodge, Mary Richardson, Hayden Hughes, and yours truly, Courtney Morton. Real hard-working men and women from 1 to 7, all 11. Just last week, we rolled out the Junior Shield program, which offers children under 6 access to free Medicare in interval public medical centers. And from where I sit, there are many more programs with more benefits to come. People of Anguilla, you have a government that hides its sails, buried head in work since July 2020, from day one, and have not lowered the sails since. This kind of work, my people of Anguilla, requires more hands on deck. You must return this government to office with reinforcements. Let me repeat it again, because from Island Harbor to West End, from Shoal Bay to the Forest Bay, must hear and understand this one. You must return this government to office, but with reinforcement. So we must elect Lennox Van der Poel in District 2, Jamie Hodge in West End, our at-large candidates, Gleneva Hodge and Atlin Van der Poel, and yours truly, Courtney Morton in Bellinot. This is the perfect time, Anguilla, to say yes to progress. From 1 to 7, all 11. From 1 to 7, all 11. Thank you. Good night.
When they try to take me for clown, I do them no wrong. Jaja have me back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I thankful, oh Lord, I thankful. It's you who give me health and strength.
District 2, make some noise!
It's you give me the hand.
All on board! Anguilla, are you ready? Let's make some noise!
Thank you very much. Courtney, you did well in spite of the difficulties you are going through. We ask God to give you his continued strength. Listen, tonight is about education. Mr. Van der Poel, Lennox Van der Poel, he is an educator.
He came out of his school with his pencils in his pocket and his ruler in his hand, and he's ready to work for the people of number 2 and Anguilla. Remember when I was praying, I thank God for watching over him for a time such as this. I will never forget that day in 1976, the 22nd day of Feb. It was a Sunday when Lennox was in the car with his dad. We met his dad by the tropical flower, and he was so excited to see all the students doing a walk from Western to Island Harbor. And he wanted to come with us, but he said he cannot make it because he had to take his son Pat to work. Pat was a police officer. And by the time we got back home from our walk and bathed and went to Sunday school, we got the sad news that our headmaster had passed in an accident, and Lennox was saved, the only one, 5 years old. God was in the midst of it. And I want to tell you tonight that God is in the midst of his life right now. He prepared him for this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, people of District 2, I want you to make some noise for our next at-large speaker, Gleneva Hodge. Make some noise.
And I will never, ever let you down, oh Lord. As long as you don't for me, I'll be down for you. And I wish you blessings, blessings, blessings and blessings. And I wish you blessings, blessings, blessings and blessings. I wish you good times, good times, good times, fun times, fun times, fun times. Good life, good life, good life, long life, long life. I wish you good times, good times, good times, fun times, fun times, fun times. Good life, good life, good life, long life, long life. If I only love you one more time, if I only rate you one more time, don't get along all the time. Disagreement can stop the line. You is my friend, my family. If the trouble you, they trouble me. Always defend you, me charge. You need to finish where you start. So don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry at all. I got you, my friend. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry at all.
Come on, she's here. She's just trying to find that speech. Sometimes they get lost. So put your hands together for Gleneva. Just make some noise.
Blessings and blessings, and I wish you blessings, blessings, blessings and blessings. I wish you good times, good times, good times, fun times, fun times, fun times. Good life, good life, good life, long life, long life. I wish you times, good times, good times, fun times, fun times, fun times. Good life, good life, good life, life.
Good night, Anguilla. District 2, good night. APM family, ship ahoy. This boat is moving full steam ahead. Tonight, it is an honor to stand on this stage in support of a great yet humble man. A God-fearing man who has been a pillar in his community and a role model for so many. A man who has stood on the front lines of addressing the inequities and inequalities in our education system. A man who I have admired for decades, first as my teacher, then as a fellow advocate for education reform, and now as a colleague on this APM team. Teacher Lennox, or Mr. Vanterpool, as I knew him as his student, was always more than just a music teacher. He saw potential in all his students, including those of us who couldn't find the right key to save our lives. It is well known that the best teachers are those who inspire us to be our best selves. Teacher Lennox, thank you. Thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for inspiring a generation of young Anguillians to dream beyond our perceived limitations. As a teacher, Mr. Vanterpool taught me a number of lessons. And while I may not remember a major scale from a minor scale, there are 3 lessons that have stayed with me. Tonight, Anguilla, I want to share them with you. The value of sacrifice, the importance of preparation, and how to be resilient and overcome challenges. Anguilla, we know sacrifice. We know the value of ensuring that we build an Anguilla not just for today, but for generations to come. It is the very premise upon which the Anguillian Revolution was fought. Our forebears were willing to sacrifice their lives so that there could be a better Anguilla for all of us. Anguilla, we know that great success requires sacrifice. And because of the sacrifices we made, we are sailing on to greater horizons with this APM team. Now, as a member of the great class of '04, we were often reminded of Benjamin Franklin's quote, "Failure to prepare is preparing to fail." So when they say things happening too fast, are this government doing too much things? Remind them, we have a future to prepare for. Anguilla, we should never again be caught unprepared. Because as Minister Quincy Gomes tells us, now is for the doing. And when it comes to resilience and the ability to overcome challenges, well, you might as well put Anguilla next to that in the dictionary, because that is who we are as a people. It is in our blood. It is in our DNA. And we may stumble, but we never fall. Whatever challenges come our way, we face them head on. And I cannot think of a more better and qualified team to address the complex issues facing education in Anguilla today than the duo of Minister Deanne Kentish Rogers and Mr. Lennox Vanterpool. With the full support of this APM team, led by our captain, our leader, Dr. Ellis Lorenzo Webster. Anguilla, our young people are speaking. And like so many others, they have seen and believe in the progress made by this APM administration. They are not afraid to use their voices, but they need your vote. So, your vote determines where we go. So District 2, it is on you to vote for Mr. Lennox Vanterpool, a man who has been of service to many and whose service will be to so much more when we elect him as the next representative of District number 2. So tonight, we are asking you to say yes. Say yes to progress and vote for Lennox Vanterpool and his island-wide colleagues, Quincy Gomes Marie, Otlin Vanterpool, Kenneth Hodge, and myself, Gleneva Hodge. District 2, let me hear you. We are voting 5 votes, 5 votes. We got 5 votes, and we voting 5 votes. Let me hear you. How we voting? 5 votes, 5 votes. Anguilla 1 to 7, all 11. Good night. Blessings.
And I wish you blessings. Blessings and blessings. And I wish you blessings. Blessings and blessings. I wish you good times, fun times, fun times. Good life, good life, good life. Long life, long life. I wish you good times.
You know, God has blessed us with a little drizzle, and we thank God for that. You know, the Honorable Ken Hodge, he has some fresh local drinks somewhere down here. I cannot see, but it's somewhere down in this corner down here. The Marby, the passion fruit, whatever he have there, trying to support his campaign. And then Lennox campaign team, they have some chicken, some soup, some barbecue ribs, and all the drinks you can think about at Paper Grill. You know, so try and support the team. Our boat has fallen down, the little one, someone come and fix it up. You know, so support Ken and support Lennox team. Now, Anguilla, make some noise! Are you ready? 1 to 7, all 11, 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 more years. You know, Anguilla, district number 2, we struggle a lot in this district because this district was such a district. We had so much entertainment, all the moonlit excursions, the family life, and then the other party came on the scene and they destroyed this entire village. They did. Just like they destroyed everything in Anguilla. You remember? The Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, and I said a long time ago, if that was my aunt, they would have had to move her name from that school. They changed the whole school system in 1986. And for them to solve the problem that was happening at the school, from the sugar cakes with the marijuana in it, and the guns and the machete, they built a wall. That's their way of protecting our students and not trying to have a conversation with them and put their arms around them. That's what they did. It didn't help. The guns went in still, the machetes went in, and the sugar cakes with the marijuana went in. And today we still have that problem because the other party never fixed nothing. But Lennox Vanterpool will fix it because he been in the system, he's an educator, he has the brains, and he has the know-how. Ladies and gentlemen, District number 2, I want you to make some noise for our next speaker, our next at-large candidate, one of your very own. We all went to the Morris Vanterpool School, and we share the same ideas. We love our country. We love our district. Make some noise for Otlin Vanterpool.
Jehovah, you hide
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, District number 2. How you feeling out there? How you feeling? As usual, I'm glad to see the turnout. Again, tonight is a sea of blue. We love you. Fellow Anguillians, ladies and gentlemen, it is so good to be in this place, right here in East End, in a familiar place, among familiar people. Yes, as I said before, this is a familiar place. And at the launch in Island Harbor on Saturday, I said that I am about service. Well, this is the area that my service journey started over 50 years ago. Now that makes me sound very old. But at the age of 9 years old, on these very grounds, I joined that age-old organization called the Anguilla Boy Scouts. And these very grounds here in District number 2 and District number 1. And since joining at 9 years old, I have been in service from then until now. I have been here on these grounds helping to develop the minds of our young people, the young people of Anguilla. Fellow Anguillians, I heard our moderator, Mr. Duncan, a while ago spoke about the activities that we had in this area. But I want to say it was on these very grounds that I, as a member of the young adults of St. Augustine's, we were involved in staging of Anguilla's second largest festival at that time. Now, some of you might not have been born at that time, but most of you will remember festival that we had here, and that was called Christorama, for those of you who don't remember. Christorama on these grounds. I can remember, yes, Mr. Duncan, coming out of Christorama, one of the first projects that we as young people did in this area. It might seem simple and trivial now, but the monies that we gained from Festival Del Mar, the first lights to be erected in East End, from the pond to the Sandy Hill Junction, those lights were put in place by the young people of this district, and we were all proud of them and proud of us. Fellow Anguillians, as I talk about service, you all would remember, not too long ago, maybe about 17 years ago, I was one of those individuals who joined with the community of Island Harbor to put on, and we still putting on that festival, Festival Del Mar, right here in this district, District number 1. And as we talk about service, don't forget another big festival in Welch's, the one we call Welch's Village Fest. That is service and voluntary service for Anguillians. But let us move on from all the service. I want to let you know that I am here tonight. I, Atlin Vanterpool, I am here to tell you that I will be contesting this coming election as an island-wide candidate with your and my Anguilla Progressive Movement. And we will be all sailing under our captain, the Honorable Ellis Lorenzo Webster. Now, fellow Anguillians, you will agree with me when I say that I have seen a lot of good things in Anguilla in the past 4.5 years. A lot of good things. And because of all those good things, I have said yes to progress. And I am saying to you, District 2, come on board and say yes to progress. Fellow Anguillians, this is a defining moment in our history. In the past 4 years, Anguilla has seen record development in all sectors. Record development under this APM administration, and we cannot stop now. A change in government at this point in time will only spell disaster for Anguilla, and we cannot allow that to happen. So I'm asking you, I'm begging you, let us all sail on with the boat. We must vote the boat and keep this boat afloat. District 2, you have a chance to participate in this wave of development. But you must, and I said, you must make a tech. You must make a tech. And for those of you who are not up to date with the boat racing terms, when I say make a tech, you have to make a change and bring Linux Vetapool on board. You cannot continue to do the same thing you have been doing for years and expect a different results. It is time for a change. It is time for Teacher Linux Vanterpool in District Number 2. Fellow Anguillians, Teacher Lennox is a humble servant, born and bred in District Number 2, right here in District Number 2. We know him and he knows us. Yes, he is known by all of us. He is known by us in the church, in the school, and in the community. He is a real community man. So let me tell you, the measure of a great leader or a great candidate is not what he or she has done after they are elected. Rather, it is what he or she would have done when there was no political ambition. And it was what he or she would have been done when no one was looking or no cameras were rolling. And that is Teacher Lennox. I am asking you to check his record. Check his record, and you will see that Lennox is a man of integrity. He was always here with us, fellow Anguillians, and I'm sure that he will be here with us as long as the Lord put breath in his body. Like his late father, Lennox is a humble man. He's an educator, and for sure, he is a leader, a good leader as that. District number 2, now I am speaking directly to you. And I am going to borrow a few lines from Teacher Lennox's speech in Island Harbor. And District number 2, I want you to listen to me carefully. Okay? Listen to me carefully. There comes a time when we would heed a certain call. District 2, this is your call. A call to action. This is your defining moment. Give Teacher Lennox a chance to make a difference. District 2, I'm asking you to vote for the boat. You have 5 votes. I'm asking you, give those 5 votes to the boat. In your district, vote Lennox Vanterpool for your next candidate. And make sure you follow the instructions carefully and vote for the other 4 at-large candidates in your area. Look for Ken Hodge, Gleneva Hodge, Quincy Gums Mary, and Atlin Vanterpool, and vote the boat. 5 votes, 5 votes. 5 votes, 5 votes. From 1 to 7? From 1 to 7? 5 votes, 5 votes. Good night, Eastern. Good night, Anguilla.
Jehovah, you
say it.
I trust
In you.
In you.
Say it, y'all.
Oh Lord, Jehovah, you
I trust. Say it.
I trust.
Show me how to do it, y'all.
In you.
I believe. Say it.
I believe you. I trust.
Come on.
In you.
Oh
Lord, Jehovah, you
Where y'all at? Come on.
I trust in you.
I believe. Say it.
I believe.
You are the God of miracles.
You are the God of miracles.
You are the God of wonder.
You are the God of wonder.
You are the God of power.
You are the God of power.
I believe. Say it.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
Say it, y'all.
I believe.
Come on, let your feet get heavy. Let's go. Come on. Somebody make some noise in here. Come on, catch it, Jehovah. I trust in you.
In you.
Oh Lord, say it.
Oh Lord, Jehovah, you
I trust.
in you.
I believe. Say it. Everybody say it.
I believe you.
I trust. Come on.
In you. Oh
Y'all got your
District number 2. Are you sailing or not? Come on, district number 2.
We are on the move. You know, when we were going to school, and that's a lot of years ago because I'm now a senior citizen, I might look like a spring chicken, but I thank God for life. And you know something, folks? We used to sing that song in school, follow the leader, follow the leader. All our leaders who are sitting in this tent here, right on the right side, they said there's a lot of people here tonight, but you all are too scattered. And when you're scattered, you get kind of discouraged. When you're going to get on a boat, you have to come close to the boat. So our premier, our leader, Lennox Vanderpool, Deanne, Ken, Otlin, the whole bunch, they want us to come as close as possible to the boat as if we are getting on that boat. So please, don't worry about the rain. The Lord is blessing us. There's always rain. The rain falls on the just. So come on close. Make some noise, Anguilla. Our next at-large candidate is no stranger to us. Our at-large candidate, the next speaker, he has been the one who's been penning on paper his signature to help all the great-grandchildren of Anguilla to have a better life. He is fixing what the other party failed to fix, because all they wanted you to come here to do was to vote for them and not ensure that you have a decent way of life in Anguilla. So ladies and gentlemen of Anguilla, District number 2, I want you to help me to welcome our next at-large candidate, a giant of a man, a man that drinks Marby, not fraud, the Honorable Kenneth Hodge. Make some noise for him, Anguilla.
Is rising and ready to fight, committed to invest, uplift and inspire, empowering the people, fueling their fire.
Good night, my fellow Anguillians. Residents of District 2, visitors and those of you listening on radio and social media, a happy and prosperous new year to you all. It is for me a privilege and an honor to be here this evening to speak with you, the residents of East End, a community that I love dearly. A community that gave birth to my grandfather, Magnus, and my father, Joseph. A community that I lived for some time in, right up on the hill there by Tamari, and where my late mother, Donise Hodge, taught for many years right over there at the then East End Primary School. This is the same school, the now Maurice Vanderpool Primary School, where I too taught for many years, along with my dear friend and colleague, and now candidate for the Anguilla Progressive Movement, Lennox Vanderpool. am sad tonight because District 2 is a community that has been stagnant for the past 40 years. No significant change has taken place despite this district had a government in power from 2000 to 2010 and from 2015 to 2020. Nothing has happened. District 2, what is the legacy of your representatives over all of these years? Where is the progress in District 2? Look around this district, my people. Has your district improved? Not at all. How have your lives and the lives of your children improved? What has changed? What have you received over the years? The other side will say, a new and modern school. But should you be really saying, thank God for Hurricane Irma for that opportunity? District 2, do you call that progress? District 2, they're all about froth and no mobby. District 2, you deserve more than a few gift baskets, some money pushed into your hands, or a bottle of rum. You deserve better than that from your representatives. So I say to you tonight, District 2, you are the one in charge of your destiny. You have to decide whether you want to progress or not. District 2, I say to you tonight, it is time for the changing of the guard. This is your time for true representation. This is your time to shine, District 2. Lennox Vanterpool represents a vital change that this district needs. District 2, it is time to say yes to progress. Tonight, I am excited to be here to endorse my friend, our candidate, Lennox Vanterpool, a talented and industrious community-minded man. He is no stranger to none of you. He was nurtured here, he was educated here, and he served in this community for a number of years right over there in that school. District 2, Lennox Vanterpool embodies the community spirit. Lennox is an active member of the St. Augustine's Church. Lennox has a proven track record. Over the years, Lennox has proven that he's a man of substance who can deliver whatever he undertakes at a very high standard. Lennox is an experienced man in the field of education. Lennox has a clear vision of where he wants Anguilla to be and your community in the next decade. District 2, I am extremely proud that you have chosen Lennox Vanterpool as your next elected representative in the 2025 general elections. You could not have chosen a better candidate. I have no doubt that he will serve you with distinction. District 2, Lennox is concerned about the nurturing of our young, precious people. District 2, long before Lennox even contemplated joining the political arena, he was already working for the people of District 2 and Anguilla. His publication, Broken Chords, and his pioneering work in the education transformation study are testament to his deep concerns about the state of education in Anguilla. District 2, I say to you tonight, for too many years, education has been ignored, given lip service, but Lennox is here to work alongside Deanne Kentish Rogers to move education forward. Say yes to progress. District 2, too many of our young people have lost their lives through the years through guns and other forms of violence. Many of those who are still with us have lost their way. The urgent truth is we cannot afford to lose anymore. I say to you, Lennox is concerned about the crime on the island. I am concerned. We all are concerned. So people of District 2, it is time for you to choose wisely. It is time for you to choose a representative who grew up with you, who speaks like you, who knows the community and understands your concerns. That representative is Lennox Vanterpool. Lennox is truthful, kind, honest, compassionate, trustworthy, competent, caring, transparent, and accountable. District 2, you deserve a representative who cares about your needs and your struggles and who can do something about it. District 2, you deserve a representative who you have confidence in and who is committed to helping you. That man is Lennox Vanterpool. So District 2, I say to you tonight, there is no more time for lip service. It is time for action. Lennox is a man of action. Say yes to progress. So, in other words, ladies and gentlemen of District 2, choose Lennox Vanterpool. Barack Obama made a profound statement when he said, and I quote, "If you are walking down the right path and you are willing to keep walking, eventually you will make progress." District 2, people of Anguilla, that right path is the Anguilla Progressive Movement. District 2, Lennox Vanterpool is the right person to walk down the right path with the Anguilla Progressive Movement in 2025. District 2, I am here tonight with my fellow island-wide candidates, Othland Vanterpool, Gleneva Hodge, and your very own Quincy Gomes Murray. The five of us are here to support you. So on election day, it is 5 votes, 5 votes. 5 votes, 5 votes. In District 1 is Captain Ellis Lorenzo Webster. In District 2, Lennox Vanterpool. In District 3, Courtney Morton. In District 4, Deanne Kentish Rogers. In District 5, Mary Richardson. In District 6, Hayden Hughes. And in District 7, Jeremy Hodge. 1 to 7, all 11. All aboard. Good night, my people. Good night.
When you're voting, folks, for stamina, a sound leader, and remember to put Anguilla first. That can only call for a brighter tomorrow. He's giving his all, so put Anguilla first. Fairness for all. With Kennedy, we'll get together.
District number 2. Before I bring the next candidate on, who's one of our giants also, I want to tell you a little something about Lennox. He's one of the best of District number 2. He is a true gentleman. I've known Lennox all his life. Lennox Vanterpool and myself and Chrissy, all of us, were some of the charter members of the St. Augustine's Chorale. I wasn't a member of the church, but we wanted to do something to keep our people together and help our people to promote themselves. So we started that group. And listen, Anguilla, listen, District number 2, this year, that group is celebrating 25 years. You've seen them. What a commitment, what a dedication to Anguilla, to District number 2, Lennox Vanterpool. And you know something? In those days, we traveled to Aruba. We had a week in Aruba. We went to the Bahamas for a week. They don't travel now. And Lennox did all of that for not a dime. I don't know about now because I'm not a part of the group. My wife is. But that's the commitment that man is. And he will do the same for Anguilla. Come on, District number 2. We got to elect Lennox Vanterpool. What a dedicated man. Truly, God has ordained him and kept him for this moment. Now, District number 2, I want you to make some noise to help me welcome our next District 2 giant, a woman who have done so much for Anguilla in such a large time. Make some noise for the Honorable Quincia Marie Gomes.
Anguilla now is for the doing.
Minister Quincia Gomes Marie is a formidable force.
This minister, Quincia, you're a force of nature.
Good night, APM family. Good night, District 2. Good night, all of Anguilla, wherever you are, whether you are hearing me on your porch, whether you tune in by radio, joining us online, welcome to this beautiful voyage of success and progress. You know, earlier today, a friend of mine called me and she said, Quincy, how are you able to handle all of the negativity? And I said, my APM family horn so loud I can't even hear it. District number 2. Tonight, I stand before you with a clear message. History has its eyes on us. On this small but mighty island, every decision we make is etched into the legacy we will leave behind. Every step forward, every moment of courage, and yes, every misstep becomes part of the story the future generations will tell about us. Almost 56 years ago, Anguillians dared to rise. We declared that our destiny will not be written for us. We would write it for ourselves. That bold spirit of determination built the foundation on which we stand today. But let me tell you this, the work of nation building is never finished. History doesn't just look back, it watches the choices that we make. And let me be frank, there are those who would like to take us back to a time of chaos, instability, and uncertainty. They speak of actions, but they speak of progress, but their actions are rooted in division. They promise a future, but their plans are nothing but to return to the past. We have seen that past, Anguilla. We have lived that past, Anguilla. And Anguilla, we cannot go back. District 2, let us be clear about one thing. History has already shown us what happens when we follow the wrong path. The fiscally and socially irresponsible decisions that threw this island into instability were not accidents. They were as a result of reckless and short-sighted decisions made by the very opposition asking you to now trust them again. This election is not about parties and personalities. It is about direction. And my capable leader, Dr. Ellis Lorenzo Webster, didn't give you all anybody from wrong the way. He took his time. He sifted through the options and presented you a high standard and quality caliber of candidates. This election is about whether we will continue to move forward with the vision and purpose, or we let the clock rewind on our progress. Last election, we came to you as a young, ambitious team. But this election, we stand before you with a record. A record so strong, even the opposition trying to lay claim to our hard work. Our government has worked tirelessly for a stronger Anguilla. We have invested in sustainability to secure our environment. We have championed community building to help struggling families with the Family First program. We will be strengthening our ability to invest in our people through the creation of a national wealth fund so all communities can thrive. People of District 2, we must be sober. We must be sober. Because we come from a long line of dreamers, a village comprised of ordinary men and women who operated with purpose, men and women who planted seeds so that we, their children, can stand in the shade. Men and women who were unmoved in their pursuits to build a new Anguilla. It is this community that can look on the gains of this progressive movement and say, for this country, they did not labor in vain. Persons like the late Miss Ellis Ruan, my neighbor and village herbalist, dreamt of a day when health care for the elderly would be provided free of cost. Persons like Nurse Susan Harrigan and Nurse Margaret Augustus, the village nurses for generations, must be looking on from their retirement with pride. With pride to see that children under the age of 6 will access free health care, paving the way for competitive and healthy citizens. Persons like the late Torpedo Ruan, taxi driver from our village, who would have loved to see the possibilities provided by the Clayton J. Lloyd International Airport. And this one is dear to my heart. Mrs. Marjorie Ruan, who passed on just a few months before the last election, believed in the power of youth. She believed in the promise of this team. And oh, Miss Marge, if you could only see us now. If you could have only lived long enough to see that we followed through on the promises, to see that the chance you took on us then was worth the progress we are experiencing now. Miss Marge, East 10 Turn is coming soon. We are here to build, not to tear down. We are here to lead, not to mislead. We are here to ensure that every Anguillian, no matter where they stand, can move forward and not backward. And yet, the opposition would have you believe that this progress doesn't matter. They want you to forget how far we've come. They want you to believe that instability is just a small price you pay. But let me ask you, what price are they really asking Anguillians to pay? And who will bear the burden? And, plot twist, it is not the United Kingdom. History has its eyes on us, my people. It is watching to see whether we will protect the stability we have worked so hard to ensure. It is watching to see if we will stand strong against those who peddle division and chaos. It is watching to see if we will honor the sacrifices of those who came before us by fighting for a future worthy of their legacy. So tonight, I ask you to choose wisely, to stand with us, not because it is easy, but because it is right, to reject those who would gamble with our future for the sake of power, to prove once again that Anguilla's strength lies in her people. On one side, you have Mr. Lennox Vanterpool, a disciplined man whose life is a testament of the importance of hard work and dedication. He is not just a candidate, he is a builder, a teacher, and a servant of his community. His family has been deeply rooted in the foundation of this great nation, contributing tirelessly to educational excellence and empowering generations of Anguillians to succeed. Lennox have lived a life with integrity, never wavering in his commitment to the people or to the principles that have guided him. This is a man who understands what it means to sacrifice for the greater good, who believes in lifting others as he climbs. He is not driven by ego or empty promises. He is driven by the desire to see District 2 and all Anguillians thrive. When I tell you that I am endorsing Mr. Lennox Vanterpool, it is not because he is my colleague or my party candidate. I endorse him because he is the kind of leader I would trust and support even if I had no affiliation with the Anguilla progressive movement. Because character matters. Leadership is much more than just ambition. It's about integrity, principles, and the willingness to stand firm when it matters most. But on the other side, District 2, it sounds like you're ready to ring the bell. On the other side, you have an unprincipled person. Someone who left our children stranded with an unfinished school in the wilderness. A broken promise that speaks volumes about her priorities. A person who is known first and foremost for her dishonesty. Dishonest about everything from her record to the price of cornflakes. Is that who we want to trust with our future District 2? Is that who we believe will build and not break? Even her surrogates came here to support Lennox Vanterpool. Every great nation must decide its next steps. Tonight, I say this to you, my people. The cost of opportunity is too high for us to think small for District 2. It is time we stop electing people who believe we are worth no more than what can be given by the bars and rum shops. Tonight, we can ensure that when history looks back on us, it will see a people who rose to the occasion, a people who stood firm in the face of adversity, a people who refused to go back when the path forward was clear, a people who said yes to progress. A people who said 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes. A people who said 1 to 7, 1 to 7. A people who said in District 1 that they vote in Dr. Ellis Lorenzo Webster. A people who said in District 3 they vote in Courtney Morton. In District 4, they voted Deanne Kentish Rogers. In District 5, Merrick Richardson. In District 6, Hayden Hughes. In District 7, Jamie Hodge. Island-wide, they said Geneva Hodge. Ashlyn Vanterpool. Kenneth Hodge. Quincy Gomes Marie. And in District 2, 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 they said Lennox Vanterpool. Say yes to progress. 5 votes, 5 votes. 1 to 7, all 11. History has its eyes on us, and the cost of opportunity is too high. District number 2, we vote in Lennox Vanterpool. Lennox Vanterpool. And before I leave the stage, you might call me a little ungrateful, but I feel like it wasn't loud enough. In District 2, we vote in Lennox Vanterpool. Thank you and good night.
Anguilla, now is for B.W.I.
Minister Quincy Gumsley is a formidable force.
District number 2, are you on the move? Are you ready to make that change? District number 2, get on board. The boat is ready to take off. Now, District number 2, people of Anguilla, when I came here on stage tonight, I said, this meeting is about education. We don't talk what we see and hear on Facebook because we come with the truth, and our party, our team has a record. And we are proud of our record. And Lennox Vanderpool, we are proud of Lennox for all what he has done for the young people in Anguilla. And right now, I'm going to bring back on stage the 2 guys that open up with a national song. Those are part of Lennox products. He invests in the young people so that Anguilla could be a better place when we are gone, because we're just passing through. And we have to invest in our young people. And Lennox Vanderpool been doing that all his life. Anguilla, make some noise for some of Lennox product. The 2 brothers as they grace the stage and play some music for us.
I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for it. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. Sign me up. I come for this work. I never walk it properly. I wanna sign my signature, cross my T's, cause I have all the requirements that you need. My resume, flawless, suitable, diverse, reliable. If you're hiring, I just want to go to work. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for it. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. I never walk it properly. You say I have a vacancy, I go be #1 employee. I aim to please, guaranteed. I fit and ready. Alright, yeah, well equipped. The structure, at my minute. This economy, I've been looking for work. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Give me the work, with the work. Give me the work, with the work. Give me the work, with the work. I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for it. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. I never walk it properly. I wanna sign my signature, cross my T's, cause I have all the requirements that you need. My resume, flawless, suitable, diverse, reliable. If you're hiring, I just want to go to work. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for it. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. I never walk it properly. You say I have a vacancy, I go be #1 employee. I aim to please, guaranteed. I fit and ready. Alright, yeah, well equipped. The structure, at my minute. This economy, I've been looking for work. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work, for this work. Sign me up.
District 2, aren't you proud of our young people? You gotta be proud of your young people. With young people like this, Anguilla have a bright future. Kudos to Lennox Vanderpool for the commitment and the dedication, the investment in our young people. Lennox Vanderpool doesn't pass young people and don't have a conversation with them. Our representative in District 2, she passes people like she don't know them. She only mixes with her chosen few. That woman has been my representative for 10 years straight. She had never said a word to me. Like I did her something just because you know Doreen Duncan is my mother and I support somebody, some party that's different. But you know what? We got the truth, and the truth shall set us free. Now, Anguilla, on that fatal day, on the 22nd of February, Sunday, 1976, this next speaker, she was very instrumental
and taking Lennox Vanderpool and putting him in her arms and sheltering him until this very day. She has loved him, she's been nurturing him, and she's been there for him. I want you to make some noise for one of our great ladies in Anguilla, Mona Fleming. Come on, Mona! Make some noise, Anguilla! Make some noise, District 2!
I've seen you grow, I've seen you change, I've seen you push through, I've seen you be brave, and I just want to say that I'm so proud of you. I think that you're amazing. I think that you have so much to offer to the world, so much to offer to the world. And you are a fighter, you are a fighter. I've never seen anyone battle like you have. The demons of your past, the fears of the future. I've seen you struggle and overcome in the darkest nights of the soul. You're the bravest man I know. You're the bravest man I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to be here. Good evening. I am Mona Fleming, and I'm proud to have lived on this friendly little island for almost 80 years. Working with so many queens. Now the time has come. The time has come for me to bring you a king. The young man I am about to bring you was born and grown up before my eyes in the district. He is not only handsome, he's smart, talented, and educated. And now he's educating others. Ladies and gentlemen, I was present when I was the first person present to lift him out of a deadly car accident, which took his dad. R.I.P., my neighbor. His little heart was pounding on my chest, but God saved him. God saved this young man to greatness. A greatness he has shown in his early life. You don't have to ask now who I am talking about. Our champion. He's our District 2 candidate, Mr. Lennox Morrison Vanderpool. By his deeds, you know him. His name is etched in the minds of thousands of people he has touched. In the church, in the schools, in District number 2, right here, Morris Vanderpool School. So, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to once again lift up this young man in a way that he can now lift us all up. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the man who will represent District 2 the way it had never been represented before. If I keep saying the things I know about this young man and what he has accomplished, not for himself, but for the good of others, we would be here all night long. So let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, don't sit on the sidelines on election day. Go out and vote. Vote. Vote District 2. Vote for Lennox, Morrison, Vanterpool. Again, I say, go out and vote. Vote. Vote for progress. Vote APM. I am very short in height, and so I'm short in speaking, because I am just here to deliver the man for District 2. Good evening.
I've seen you grow, I've seen you change, I've seen you push through, I've seen you be brave, and I just wanna say that I'm so proud of you. I think that you're amazing. I think that you have so much to offer to the world, so much to offer to the world.
District 2. Are you having a good time? Are you on the move, District 2? It's all about education, and it's all about Lennox Vanterpool, the man that will make the difference in this constituency. He's a genius guy. Now, District number 2, Anguilla. Our next speaker, just before Lennox come, and Mona and his nephew, they're going to come back with him. But I want to introduce to you, District number 2, his nephew, Van Brooks. Van Brooks, a couple years ago, he was a prince because he was born on Prince Charles' birthday. But right now, he is a king. And we also happen to share the same birthday. Lennox was the one who helped to nurture Van Brooks. So I want you to make some noise for Lennox's nephew, Van Brooks.
District number 2. District number 2, good evening. I had made myself a promise that I don't think I would ever put foot on a political podium ever again. Then someone went knocking. Someone went calling. And this evening I have the privilege and complete honor of endorsing Uncle Len. I stand here in full support of his candidacy for numerous reasons. And if you know me well, which all of you do, if it's one thing I can do, is talk. So I'm going to try to keep it really, really brief. Even though he's technically my uncle, he feels like my bigger brother. What you see now as a candidate, his demeanor, his poise, his humility, is not a new persona, unlike what you might be hearing. He has always been that. He is the cool one, the calm one, the collected one. He is Lennox Vanterpool. Lennox was born here in District Number 2. He was born where his music room now sits. He was raised in District Number 2. He went to school in District Number 2. He attended Scouts in District Number 2. He had one of his most tragic occurrences, unfortunately, in District Number 2. He had one of his most joyous occurrences in District Number 2. He started a business here. He became a father here. He became a husband here. He became an educator here. He became an author here. He's a church leader here. A choir director here. He has served here for almost 40 years, year after year after year, long before any political aspirations, long before any politics, long before social media, long before people came and knocking, he served. He has retired from formal teaching here, and now he is standing before us here to continue his life of service. When we had the initial conversation, when Lennox approached me about his political move, I told him that given his career and the reach that he has on the island's young people, that he should run island-wide. It's a very serious discussion that we had. His response was the following: "Yes, Andy, I understand what you are saying, but everything that I hold dear to my heart is here. The people, the parents, the children, the good and the bad times. I owe the people of District Number 2 everything. I belong here, and I want to protect and serve District Number 2. For him, it isn't just about winning and numbers. It's about integrity. How could I argue with that? I felt his conviction. I felt his passion. I felt his fervor for his beliefs. You see, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. God knows I've made a couple of them on my own. But I posted a statement a few weeks ago saying that I could only hope to be half the man that he is. And it isn't just lip service. Lennox is an example of what a son should be, an example of what a father is, an example of what a husband is, an example of what a neighbor is, an example of what a humanitarian is. He's an example of how to love others despite the fact that they might not love you. An example of a man who has unwavering conviction. An example of what a real leader is. I'm going to wrap it up pretty quickly. You see, I see a certain slogan floating around, putting people first. And I smile deep inside because something dawned upon me. To Lennox, it's not a punchline, it's a priority. Putting people first to Lennox Vanterpool is not a slogan, it's a service. It's not a highlight, it's his history. It's not a sidebar, it's his current status. Putting people first is not temporary. To Lennox, it is timeless. Putting people first It's not just for words. It's what he's always done. It's what he does now. And with your help, District Number 2, it is what he will do for the next 5 years and beyond. So I stand here tonight letting District Number 2 and Anguilla know that the family stands with you. Your mother and father would be so proud of you. District Number 2 is proud of you. The APM is proud of you. Anguilla is proud of you. I am humbled by you. I am saying yes to you. We are saying yes to you. And we collectively are saying yes to progress. Blessings be upon you. Good night.
District 2, let's get this thing on the move. At this time, I want to present to you one of Lennox students who his hands have touched and mold. Shamika Richards, put your hands together for her. Make some noise.
Yes, we go again. Can't be my Bowie. It's a must for me. Wakes me up my slumber. Makes me do a number. Yes, we time again. To lose and regret. Find myself a partner. Just to ease the pressure. Oh, yo. I don't wanna sleep. I don't wanna.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a special good evening to my fellow people of District 2. It is my distinct honor and privilege to stand before you tonight to introduce not just a remarkable individual, but a man who has dedicated his life to the service of others, Mr. Lennox Vanterpool, the Anguilla Progressive Movement's candidate, your representative for District 2. Mr. Vanterpool, or Teach, as I and many others affectionately call him, has been a teacher in every sense of the word, educating minds, inspiring hearts, and nurturing futures. As a past student of his, I can personally testify to the profound impact he has had on my life and the life of so many others. The Bible in Matthew 5:16 says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." This scripture demonstrates the meaning of devotion and surrender of one's life to Christ in such a way that others cannot deny the presence of God working in you and through you. Mr. Vanterpool has shown time after time to be the epitome of this very scripture. A man whose character, faith, and morale shine so bright that he cannot help but to influence change, hope, positivity, and joy wherever he goes. In few words, Mr. Vanterpool is a devoted husband, a father figure to some, a teacher to many, and an inspiration to all. Mr. Vanterpool is one who strikes a balance of wisdom, eloquence, poise, and grace as he has presented to be a distinguished advocate for his community and for the young people of Anguilla, especially where education is concerned. He is one who has observed a need and has taken action by advocating for the social justice of those who are vulnerable by creating pathways for progress. His leadership is rooted in wisdom, fairness, humility, and progress, qualities that define the Anguilla progressive movement. Mr. Vanterpool's candidacy is not just about politics, it is about people. He is committed to ensuring that District 2 has a voice, and that voice is heard loud and clear. During his appearance on Talk Anguilla Rebranded last year, September, Mr. Vanterpool shared a scripture that reflects his calling in Micah 6 and 8, which in summary states, to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. These words aren't just a part of his message. They are the foundation of who he is. He is a man who leads with grace, compassion, and a clear purpose guided by faith and integrity. I advocate for Mr. Vanterpool because I advocate for the influence of a Christ-led country. I believe him to be a man not led by mere emotions or self-interest, but a man whose actions and motives are inspired by the leading of the Holy Spirit, and a man that exhibits to have a calling from God. I speak of Mr. Vanterpool not only as a representative of District 2, but as my very own teacher. A man who showed interest in my development as a young person. A man who has shown devotion to his community year after year. A man who has turned back for me in a time of vulnerability. A man that you can depend on. A man who has demonstrated class and proven excellence. A man who has made the future of this country his life's work. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride and confidence that I introduce to you tonight the Anguilla Progressive Movement's candidate for District 2, a man of integrity, a man of vision, and a man for the people, Mr. Lennox Vanterpool.
Bigger than all my problems, bigger than all my fears. God is bigger than any mountain that I ever cannot see. Bigger than all my questions, bigger than anything. God is bigger than any mountain that I cannot.
Anguilla, we are on the move. We got to get this going. But I want to say something before I introduce our next speaker. Janice and Ronnie, they over there, they said they have some fish soup still and some chicken soup. Make sure you get, that's maybe all the food they have. I don't know about Ken. He was somewhere down here selling the local drinks, so stop by him if you want some local juice. But Anguilla, the future of Anguilla looks bright. Wouldn't you greet me with young people like this? Anguilla future looks very bright. Lennox, we want to thank you for embracing our youths of Anguilla, especially the youths of District number 2. There is hope. District number 2, are you ready? Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Come, 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 come. Make some noise as I present to you our next representative. I will say the Honorable Lennox Vanterpool. Make some noise.
Thank you to the beautiful people of the APM movement. I also want to say thanks to everybody in Anguilla who is listening, tuned in, turned on, logged on from everywhere here and abroad. And according to my good friend from Guyana, even in outer space, we say good night. I want to say a special thanks to my cell group, vibrant, anxious, ready, excited. I want to also mention here in this district a lady who has always been, another lady who has always been by my side, and even in, I think it was 2018 or 2019, she sat in our living room and prophesied that I will be here tonight, and that is Nurse Margaret Augustus. I want to thank everybody who have said kind words about my candidacy. And even those that have said not so kind words, I thank them too. Because it is the challenges, it is the difficulties, it is the obstacles that we climb on. So thank you. And we are here tonight to see how we can move District 2 from strength to strength. I count it a singular honor to address my people of District 2 and Anguilla from this hallowed ground, my alma mater. In February of 1986, 1 month after I started my teaching career, the East End Primary School was renamed in honor of my dad, who, as you know by now, was tragically killed while serving as principal here. He was 49, I was only 6. Daddy died while in service to his community and Anguilla. The tragic loss shook the very foundations of our family and tested our faith. But God, thanks to God and the words of our school song, never say fail. In similar vein, on this night, I would like to pause here to recognize and pay respects to the life and service of another of Anguilla's finest educators, teacher Yolan Hodge Richardson. She was my teacher and colleague, who later became, as fate would have it, my aunt-in-law. We had vibrant dialogues about education in Anguilla, and for her, it was no surprise that my convictions would have brought me here. I commiserate with the family, immediate and extended, and pray that her soul finds rest in God. But we have to keep pushing. The song says, "'Tis wiser than sitting aside and dreaming and sighing, awaiting the tide." In a very real way, this is my story. This is my song. But not only mine, it is the story of the people of District 2. My earliest memories is a district with a rich heritage, brimming with excitement and activity. We look forward to church and Sunday school, the fairs, the concerts at school, and the picnics the moonlight excursions, and the serenading. In sports, we were among the best in cycling and cricket and athletics, to name a few. In music and singing, we were second to none. In community, even a simple chance meeting among friends could turn into a big event. That is the way we were. Elders were revered and children cared for, loved, disciplined, and encouraged right here in District 2. It was an effective partnership between the home, the school, the church, and the wider community. A partnership that must be reestablished and maintained for the sake of our children. For far too long, the community of District 2 has been neglected. Nothing substantive has been done. It is time to build a new District 2. And the words of our school prayer are still relevant. It says, "Oh God, help us to understand ourselves and strengthen us to rise above our inherited faults. Enable us as your children to help in building a new community founded on love, happiness, and understanding, guided by your love and compassion, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen." I learned this prayer as a new teacher here at the Morris Vanterpool Primary. And as I understand it, it is still said to this day. One of the key pillars in education alongside learning to know, learning to be, and learning to learn, is learning to live together. See the same thing I say? Learning to live together. We want to build relationships where so many have been broken through bad choices, or poor decisions, or lack of proper guidance. We want to engage and leverage the wide expertise that we have in District 2 to every conceivable area of know-how, in nutrition, in architecture, in business and engineering, in education, and the arts. We are District 2. The work that we must do is not only important, but it is urgent. We are at least 40 years behind time. I am grateful to have the opportunity to be involved in both community and in the national education question more broadly for the benefit of Anguilla. My brothers and sisters, we have spoken about meeting in small groups to discuss opportunities and challenges right here in District 2, lifestyle options for our young people, and how government can be approached to help when the community leads the way. We cannot ignore the fact that some issues in our community must be addressed. In fact, many issues seem to have gone unnoticed and addressed for too long. But now is the time. And East End will shine again. We have already started a vibrant community conversation driven by some of our dedicated community members that will seek ways to address the most pressing needs of all of the district in an organized and structured way. We are developing frameworks that give people hope and a voice in community so that issues and concerns can reach the relevant offices with impact and with outcome. It is no secret that too many of Anguilla's youth are in need of care and intervention. We intend to explore opportunities for meaningful resolution outside of anger and violence or a call to the police. Exploring learning through the oral tradition where adults and children can sit together and share in open spaces about life and aspirations and opportunities for the future. Lobbying for funding for small viable businesses in the community are the necessary steps we have to take. Questions about where we went so wrong that now we are easy without security cameras in homes and security guards at schools must be discussed. In every one of these initiatives, we want to explore open dialogue to understand what is required for sustainable growth and development. But undergirding each initiative, our desire to provide alternative pathways and to be prepared to spend the time to redeem and support our precious children must be real. So I know that the flame is still here in East End. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. But we are here and we have hope. We have hope driven by honesty. We have hope driven by opportunity. We have hope driven by perseverance. We have hope driven by excellence. That is who we are. We are District 2. The spirit is still here, you know, my brothers and sisters. It is living in our respectful young people. It is living in our resilient children. It is living in our responsible adults and our respected seniors. The spirit is still here, living in a people who not only see politics, but more importantly, who see far beyond the politics to the promise and to the opportunity. Aside from the opportunity to urgently address our community concerns and restoring and rebuilding the pride of place we once knew, this Anguilla Progressive Movement team, under the leadership of Dr. Lorenzo Webster, has given me an opportunity to help in rectifying the unfortunate and unfit education model that was handed to us in 1986. Thank you, Dr. Webster. Thank you, Minister Deanne Kentish-Rogers. Thank you to the entire APM team for doing the necessary work to bring us to this point. It may not look like it sometimes, but all of Anguilla is grateful. Another part of our school song says, obstacles vanish, all enemies fade in the might of their wisdom, who never say fail. because of the pioneering efforts of the Honorable Deanne Kentish Rogers, we now have the Education, Transformation, Study, and Report, ready for implementation to gradually and deliberately address the difficulties that plagued us, not now, not last week, but from the outset. But we did not have to be this late. We were warned. We were warned from the outset that failure to take sensitive care of our youngsters would lead to bad outcomes. Yet nothing was done. You would think that leaders had to know that we were failing our children. You would think that education leaders would know that children's well-being and fit-for-purpose education must be a priority. You would think that putting bright, experienced people who love Anguilla would see the gaps and care enough to do something. Ladies and gentlemen, past administrations were warned time and time again that when children were denied the opportunity to learn to read well in an unhurried, supportive environment, we run the risk of social unrest in our schools and in our communities. They were warned that if we do not teach them to read well and communicate effectively, we will not be able to sustainably upscale our workforce, and we will have issues with passing on suitable candidates to the Anguilla Community College. The former administration and ministers of education were warned of the negative effects, of the risks of ignoring our youth. These honorable ministers were warned from the outset that we had a national emergency on our hands with the handling and mishandling of the comprehensive education system. Yet, nothing was done until 2020. Can you imagine this cry, this plea for help? Not only from our precious children, not only from our precious children, but from parents and advocates and the teachers themselves to the past administration, and in particular, our district representative, who was a minister of education. All of these cries went unheard. In fact, in 2018, one of my colleagues in the struggle remarked, "But we were insulted by the dismissive attitude and lack of action that we got while warning and begging for attention on behalf of our children." There were children of District 2. There were children of Anguilla. If we have any capacity to love at all, we have to come to the aid of our children. That is why Teacher Lennox Vanterpool stand before you tonight. These are serious times, my people, and we need serious leaders. The financial, the economic, the social, the relational, the spiritual future of our country depends on the attention given to the teachings of our children. But thank God for 2020. Thank God for the Anguilla Progressive Movement. A team with vision. A team with solid plans to move this country forward. A team with a proven track record, a team that can be trusted, a team that is pushing and delivering. Only in 2020 we saw a real desire to move. As I said in Island Harbor, it will take time, but at least we have finally started to move. We have a plan. We have a vision. Thanks to the hard work of Honorable Deanne Kentish and every member of the Education Task Force teams. With all that still needs to be done, Anguillians and visitors alike are noticing, and they remain hopeful as ever in the promise and the process of genuine leadership. Maybe not perfect, but genuine. The APM team came in at a critical time in Anguilla's story, following Irma and in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. But with a steady hand and unflinching will of our leader, the Honorable Dr. Ellis Lorenzo Webster and his crew, chaos was avoided, and they delivered the change of course that was promised in several areas of Anguilla life. I am excited by the plans for District 2, including the paving of the Sandy Hill Bay Road that will start shortly. I have already indicated to the team that that is not enough, that we are looking forward to the Chalvilles Road being resurfaced as well. And we are also looking in the immediate future for the effective litter management strategy for this district. We are grateful and humbled that with your vote, I will have a seat at the table to raise your concerns, to raise your aspirations, and to finally move District 2 and our people forward to realize our full potential. I believe with Whitney Houston that our children are the future. Teach them well. Let them lead the way. By way of contrast, I recently heard, as Andy said, I don't know if he peeped at my notes, somewhere about putting people first. If that were true, then it must start with our youngsters. Because children are people too. How could the cries of our youth and people like me and others who campaigned on their behalf be ignored? Their deepest concerns unaddressed. Our suggestions dismissed for nearly 40 years. But suddenly, in 2025, we put in people first. And then, we want to crucify the only education minister and the only team in Anguilla's modern political history who are trying to make the systems work better for the children and all the people of Anguilla. The APM team came in pregnant with purpose, pregnant with possibility, pregnant with productivity, pregnant with process, and they're pushed, in the words of the school song, keep pushing. They're pushed, and they're pushed, and they're delivered, and progress was born. Now we know progress. Senior Shield progress, Junior Shield progress, electricity credits progress, minimum wage and dialysis shield progress, school lunch program progress, food voucher and family first interventions progress, Project Inspire progress, Innovate Anguilla progress, reversing back pay for civil servants, talking about putting people first progress, implementing performance-related pay to reward civil servants progress, removing property tax progress, investment of national green spaces progress, investment in food security progress, doubling the investment in youth and culture, the education task force report and implementation that I spoke about earlier progress. A chance. I ain't finished yet. National Pension Committee progress. Digital scholarships progress. What progress, my people? What a track record. Glory to God. So now you see why Lennox Vanterpool is with Team APM for District 2. We cannot be left out of this progress. Our school song ends with the words, in life's rosy morning, in manhood's firm pride, let this be your motto, your footsteps to guide. In storm and in sunshine, they only prevail who daily march onward and never say fail. Yes, District 2, this is our moment. This is our time. This is our chance to say yes to fresh, capable, sensitive leadership here in District 2. This is our time to say yes to progress. Yes to progress. Yes to progress. I'm hearing you. Yes to progress. To all of my students and friends and colleagues and associates outside of District 2 who would have loved to vote for me, I hear you. But when you vote for Athleen Vanterpool, you vote for me. When you vote for Gleneva Hodge, you vote for me. When you vote for the Honorable Quincia Gomes Marie, you vote for me. When you vote for the Honorable Kenneth Hodge and every district candidate in your area, you support Lennox Vanterpool. Because 5 votes, yes to progress. Yes to progress. So in District 2, vote Lennox Vanterpool for your next district representative. Vote Quincia Gomes Marie. Vote Kenneth Hodge. Vote Gleneva Hodge. Vote Athleen Vanterpool. 5 votes. 5 votes. From 1 to 7. All 11. God bless you. Good night. Thank you.
see. Bigger than all my questions, bigger than anything. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. Bigger than all my problems, bigger than all my fears. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. Bigger than all my questions, bigger than anything. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. Bigger than all my problems, bigger than all my fears. God is bigger than any mountain that I can or cannot see. Bigger than all my
District 2,
questions,
we are on the move. What a night, District 2. Come on, make some noise, District 2. Oh my God, what a powerful message. That was a message with a little bit of meat on the bone. That is food for thought. That is Marvin, not fraud. That's not lies. I had never seen Lynn like that in all my life. He was so fired up. Lynn, we thank you. I can see District number 2 on the move. Let's wrap this thing up. Anguilla. We're not finished yet. Where are you going? It's just getting started. I want you to make some noise as I present to you our captain, our leader, Dr. Ellis Lorenza Webster. Make some noise.
They say this mountain can be moved. They say these chains will never but they don't know you like we do. There is power in your name. We've heard that there is no breakthrough. We've heard the tide will never change. They haven't seen what you can do. There is power in your name. So much power in your name. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. We know that hope is
All right. Oh man, I'm fired up tonight. Oh, this is good. Hey, the maestro came alive when he started giving that chant, progress. You could hear the rhythm coming through, you know, bam, bam, progress, bam, bam, progress, APM, progress. CI Progresso, progress. Good night to District 2. Good night, Anguilla. You know, they call it the Sandy Hill District, but I think that we just rocked the whole house. We just blew up Anguilla. But we're in the East, the home of the revolution. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I was just gonna come here as a cheerleader tonight, but Lennox got me so fired up, I gotta say a few words. Thank you, Lennox. Thank you, Maestro. District 2, time to bring it home tonight. 2.5 years ago, you elected the Anguilla Progressive Movement team to represent you in government. And in the House of Assembly, and on the regional and international stage. Thank you. This won't help my voice because I lost it the other night. But I'm so excited, so excited. And Anguilla, District 2, have we made you proud? You have seen this team in action, and you have witnessed progress. But I want to talk a little bit about Lennox Vanterpool tonight, because I enthusiastically endorse Lennox Vanterpool to be the next representative for District 2. No more broken chords. It will be sweet, smooth music and effective learning. Education is on the rise, and when Lennox joins Department of Education, watch out. Ministry of Education, look out. Lennox is going to help Minister Deanne Kentish-Rogers to bring to Anguilla what it needs. This is progress. So District 2, put Lennox Vanterpool in the House of Assembly. And people all across this island, from all walks of life, of all beliefs, political aspirations, and affiliation, have felt the positive effect of the Anguilla Progressive Movement administration. This team, they called us rookies. They called us rookies. But we have outperformed and outlasted the veterans of the opposition. Some of them left. Some of them went home. Some of them called in reinforcements. They tagged each other out. Now I hear they want to come back, but they still can't manage this team. This team. Yes! More blue shoes tonight. You can see mine are blue. We inherited debt of almost $500 million, but we brought it down to $340 million. We met an empty treasury. We met overdrafts at NCBA and the ECCB, and we've been able to fund services and projects and build up reserves. And in case you have forgotten, let me tell you something about the other party. In January 2009, Anguilla had reserves of $65 million. By October of 2009, reserves were at zero. Just 9 months to wipe out $65 million. You know who was responsible for that. And they had a deficit of $70 million, bills of $14 million, and overdrafts of $18 million. You can do the math. But then in April 2015, the AUF administration inherited reserves of $33 million, a surplus of $6 million. And by December of 2015, the reserves were completely wiped out. That is the legacy of the Anguilla United Front. That is the legacy that you now have to deal with. And by June 2020, they left a deficit of $97 million, bills of $23 million, reserves at zero, overdrafts of $12 million at ECCB, and $20 million at NCBA. And that is a legacy that the AUF has. That is their history, and that is the history and legacy of the representative, the current representative for District 2. Bring Lennox into the House of Assembly. District 2, elect Lennox Vanterpool, the maestro. Tell me which team has done good with the people's money? And the answer is APM. Which team is paying down the debt? Which team is building up reserves? That's it. Say it loud. APM. And which team is making it so that we don't have to go begging? And which team is not using the Social Security Fund as a piggy bank? APM. Tell me, which team is progressing this country and progressing the people of this country? Say yes. Say yes to progress. Say yes to the APM. Say 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes. Say yes to progress. Someone said today, let progress continue. Call the election soon. We have stood firm against the opposition. We have said no to every initiative. They have said no to every initiative that we have introduced to improve the lives of Anguillians. They have said no to Junior Shield and Senior Shield. They have said no to airport development. They have opposed removal of property tax and electricity credits and food vouchers. But what else should we expect? They voted against GST exemptions and zero-rated items. They have repeatedly opposed our bold actions and to expand the economy and create more opportunities for our people. Let the blessings come down. Even God is smiling down on the APM. God knows. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Anguillians, amen. We have moved every area of this society forward, and we have done so with dignity and with respect. We have looked out for the well-being and the best interest of the people of Anguilla. And our record shows that we have moved Anguilla forward and improved the lives of every one of our people. That's it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, people of District 2, people of Anguilla, it is time for you to decide if you want this progress to continue or if you want to take a chance on your future and on your children's future. You'll have to choose if you want to say yes to progress or you want to go backwards. And you know which party will take you back. This government, we have unveiled a team, a full team of ability, sincerity, integrity, competence, and compassion. A team that cares for you, the people of Anguilla. And you have seen this team, you have heard this team, and you know us. You know what we can do. You know what we're about. And at this defining moment, 58 years after the Anguilla Revolution, when we were promised progress, we have delivered progress. And when progress needs to continue in healthcare, in education, in agriculture, in fishing, in manufacturing, in rapid expansion of the tourism sector, in infrastructure, when we are investing in new businesses, investing in people, investing in training, upskilling our people, who do you want in the House of Government? Who do you want in the House of Assembly? And I want you to know tonight, all of you under the sound of my voice, that the Anguilla Progressive Movement is the best option to lead Anguilla after the next election. And Lennox, thank you. District 6, Sharon Licks. And Lennox Vanderpool is the right person to represent District 2. So I've heard the call. We have heard the call. Ring the bell! Ring the bell! Ring the bell! So tonight District 2, tonight Anguilla, I put on my blue shoes and I wrote to Her Excellency the Governor requesting that the Assembly be dissolved following the sitting of the House tomorrow, 28th of January. And that the general election be held on the Tuesday the 25th of February and Wednesday the 26th of February 2025. We have called the election. We are ringing the bell. Anguilla, it is time for you to vote. It is time for you to say, we want 5 more years of this progressive administration. We want 5 more years of this government. We want 5 more years. 5 more years. 25th of February, 26th of February. You see the team that has been assembled. You see the team. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. You see the team. I am so proud of this team. I'm so proud of everyone that has joined this movement. I'm so proud of you, the people who come out every night. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Anguilla Reimagined. For the past 4.5 years, we have worked hard to earn your trust and your confidence. And for the next 4 weeks, we will work even harder to earn your vote. Anguilla, vote for the Anguilla Progressive Movement. 5 votes, 5 votes. Say yes to progress. Keep this thing going for your children, for your children's children, for the future of Anguilla. Say yes to progress. 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes, 5 votes. 1 to 7, all 11. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless Anguilla. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go out and vote. Let's go out and vote. You have to show up. Good night, everybody.
District number 2, before you leave, I just want to remind you there's still some chicken soup and some fish soup. Support Lennox Vanderpool. And all road leads to West End on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. Brother Link said $2 for the soups.
And I don't know if you remember, folks, but when we was in Island Harbor, we had some little drizzle. When we had the meeting last Saturday, we had a little drizzle. And tonight we had a much more rain. So God is blessing the APM. We're on the move. Get ready, Anguilla. See you in West End.